Every morning is a battle. The first alarm, a jarring digital shriek, goes off at 6 a.m., slicing through the pre-dawn darkness. It is ignored. A second, set for 6:10 a.m., is met with a groan and a clumsy swat that sends the phone tumbling to the floor. As a parent, you stand in the doorway, a familiar sense of dread washing over you. You call out your son's name, first gently, then with increasing urgency. You know he is not being defiant. He is simply lost in a deep, necessary sleep that his body refuses to relinquish. This is not laziness. This is biology clashing with a bell schedule. You enter the room, the air thick with the stillness of deep slumber. The curtains are drawn tight, a futile attempt to block out a world that is demanding he wake hours before his internal clock is ready. You gently shake his shoulder and he barely stirs, mumbling something incoherent. The frustration is a familiar, bitter taste in your mouth. You have a job to get to, other children to manage, and a schedule that is already strained to its breaking point. Teen sleep deprivation is a widespread public health epidemic. Leading health organizations have declared it a critical issue, as the numbers paint a stark picture. Adolescents need 8 to 10 hours of sleep, but over 70% of high schoolers get 7 hours or less. This isn't a personal failure. It's a system misaligned with their biology. During adolescence, a natural shift occurs in their circadian rhythm. A teen's brain releases melatonin, the sleep hormone, about 2 hours later than an adult's, turning them into biological night owls. This means telling a teen to sleep earlier is like asking an adult to sleep at 7 p.m. For most, feeling sleepy before 11 p.m. is a biological impossibility. The consequences of this chronic sleep debt are not abstract or distant. They manifest in tangible, detrimental ways every single day. The most immediate and obvious impact is on a teenager's ability to learn. A sleep-deprived student sitting in a first-period math class is at a significant disadvantage. Their ability to concentrate is severely impaired, making it nearly impossible to follow a complex lesson or absorb new information. Teachers often report students with their heads down on their desks, not out of disrespect, but out of sheer, overwhelming exhaustion. This is not an environment conducive to academic success. Beyond the classroom, sleep deprivation wreaks havoc on a teenager's emotional stability and mental health. The part of the brain responsible for emotional regulation, the prefrontal cortex, is highly sensitive to the effects of sleep loss. This can lead to increased irritability, mood swings, and a lower threshold for stress. Small frustrations that a well-rested individual could easily handle can feel monumental and overwhelming to a tired teen, leading to more frequent conflicts with family, friends, and teachers. Poor decision-making is another critical side effect. When the brain is fatigued, its capacity for judgment, impulse control, and risk assessment is significantly compromised. For a newly licensed teenage driver, getting behind the wheel, while sleep-deprived, can be as dangerous as driving under the influence of alcohol, putting themselves and others on the road in grave danger. Student athletes who are sleep-deprived experience slower reaction times, reduced muscle repair, and a higher risk of injury. Their endurance suffers, and their capacity to perform at their peak is severely limited. The teenage years are, one of the most critical periods of brain development, second only to early infancy. During this time, the brain undergoes a massive reorganization, pruning away unused neural connections, strengthening the ones that are used most frequently. This process is called synaptic pruning. It's essential for building a more efficient adult brain. Much of this work happens during sleep, especially deep slow-wave sleep. Sleep is indispensable for memory consolidation. In class, students acquire new facts and concepts. During sleep, that information is sorted, categorized, integrated into existing knowledge. Without enough sleep, much learned during the day is lost. Studying becomes less effective. Test performance drops. The consequences are measurable and significant. Studies link sleep duration directly to academic performance. Sufficient sleep equals better grades, higher test scores, improved attendance. Abstract thought suffers. Complex problem-solving weakens. Creativity diminishes with sleep loss. This isn't just about feeling alert, it's about the brain's architecture. Tonight's sleep shapes how a teen's brain is structured and how it will function for the rest of their life. Shortchanging sleep risks more than a bad grade. It can compromise long-term cognitive potential. Ensuring adequate teen sleep is one of the most effective academic interventions. It supports the very foundation of learning and intellect. Section 6. The hidden dangers, health and safety risks. The consequences of teen sleep deprivation extend beyond groggy mornings, posing serious risks to health and safety. Lack of sleep is linked to a higher risk of depression and anxiety. It also disrupts appetite-regulating hormones, increasing risks for obesity and diabetes, and weakens the immune system. Perhaps the most immediate danger is drowsy driving, with fatigue impairing judgment similar to driving while intoxicated. This is a critical issue of health and public safety. Section 7. The solution in plain sight. The proven benefits of later school starts. Fortunately, the solution to this crisis is not a mystery. It is straightforward, evidence-based, and has been proven effective time and time again, delaying school start times for middle and high schools. When schools shift their start times to 8:30 a.m. or later, aligning the school day with the natural biological clock of adolescence, the results are immediate and overwhelmingly positive. The single most consistent finding is that teenagers get more sleep. This extra sleep translates directly into better outcomes, higher test scores, better grades in core subjects, improved attendance, and reduced tardiness. A landmark study in the Seattle School District found that after delaying the high school start time by nearly an hour, students gained an average of 34 minutes of sleep per night, and their median grades rose by 4.5%. The benefits extend far beyond the classroom, creating safer and healthier communities. In Fayette County, Kentucky, after pushing the high school start time back by 1 hour, the rate of car accidents involving teenage drivers fell by 16.5%, even as the rate for the rest of the state increased. Students in schools with later start times report better mental health. They feel less depressed, less stressed, and more motivated. The change creates a positive upward spiral. More sleep leads to better moods, which leads to better engagement, which leads to better outcomes. Major medical organizations have issued formal policy statements recommending later starts. American Academy of Pediatrics, American Medical Association, CDC, all strongly recommend that middle and high schools start no earlier than 8:30 a.m. Section 8. Overcoming the hurdles. Addressing logistical challenges. Despite the overwhelming scientific evidence supporting later school start times, the prospect of implementation often raises concerns about logistical challenges. The most frequently cited obstacles include transportation schedules, athletic and extracurricular programs, impact on parent work schedules, and arrangements for younger children. While these hurdles are real, they are not insurmountable. Some districts have flipped schedules: elementary earliest, high schools latest. Others optimized routes with data analysis, sometimes finding cost savings. Coaches adjusted practice times, installed lighting on fields, and worked with leagues to shift game times. Local businesses partnered for flexible student shifts. Schools offered optional, supervised zero-hour study halls for early drop-offs. By approaching these logistical problems as puzzles to be solved collaboratively, communities can design solutions that work for everyone. Section 9. A clear mandate. Our call to action. The science is definitive, the evidence is compelling, and the stakes could not be higher. We are systematically depriving our teenagers of sleep, undermining their education, jeopardizing their health, risking their very lives. The disconnect is a failure of policy that we have the power to correct. The time for debate is over. The time for action is now. Schools should start no earlier than 8:30 a.m.